My dear love, the concept of time used to annoy me a lot earlier. I used to feel trapped because I would make a decision at first and then later regret what I did. I had sleepless nights, anxiety. I had trouble accepting that I made a blunderous mistake, or I would be confused what if I did the right or wrong thing. In all this time, I have realized one thing for sure, that I don't want to live a typical worldly life. I have confirmed this to my own self that I'm not going to be like other people. And this I'm not saying from a superiority complex, but I cannot entangle myself on those low levels. Typical talks bore me immensely. And even small talk I feel is just a waste of time. I don't mind meeting people who I like, or I don't mind doing my duties, but I don't feel connected with others in the same way that I used to at one time. When I had decided to go away from you, I realized that it was a worldly decision, and in some way I felt your love for me wasn't soul love. To me, it looked more like physical attraction or something materialistic. My reasoning was that you don't love me. And I'm not saying that I was nice to you either. I had also acted out or behaved in certain ways which gave you mixed signals too. And I know that you could not have trusted me. But I honestly feel that we both were not so mature as much as we are now. I'm saying this because if I have grown up as a person, you might also have. At least I'm assuming that you have. I get a different vibe from you nowadays. Otherwise too, I did check out some of your posts and read some of the things you had shared online. And it was different from what I used to see earlier. I'm nobody to judge you. Maybe I am seeing this change, or I am feeling different vibes or different energy from you because I have also changed. When a person changes, other things or other people, other situations change automatically. But overall, something has definitely changed. This change also makes me feel that everything is happening on its own literally. It's effortless. At least now, it feels effortless. I observe more and I want to do less because whatever needs to happen is happening on its own any which way. My love, I also realize how fickle everything is. I went through some tragedies, I experienced some pain, and during the isolation phase, I learned a lot. I used to enjoy going out so much. I was extremely socially active. I may not have been very active otherwise, but I was socially very active. I had many friends. I was always planning out on doing something. A lot of outdoor activities were there with family and with friends. But now, I don't enjoy going out so much. I feel there is no need. And during these times, I remember our conversations, including the long distance ones. Those conversations were so pure and effortless, so natural. I now feel even our fights were so cute. I don't know why I was so bitter. It wasn't me, but it was a result of my past experiences. And I know that you might also agree with me about the purity. So you see, even when I write this to you, I have mentioned about my frustrations as well as the sweet memories. Looks like life genuinely is a mix of both. I have not felt this way in a long time about you and me. But now that I have started feeling this way, I realize that these feelings were always hidden in me. But due to my frustration and disappointment, I wanted to ignore them. I have decided to not get frustrated because of other people's bad behavior. It's not my business and I don't want to be bothered anymore. I don't want to get frustrated thinking about the negativity between us Because the more I think about it, the more drained I get and the more angry I get. At least in my mind, I want to remain peaceful with you. I have been observing relationships, good and bad both. And I feel with you, I did have a happy relationship. But back then I was a stupid person who could not see it. You also used to get away and you would get affected way too much with anything that was thrown at us by life. Maybe you also had similar experience like me, or maybe some different experiences, but it did affect both of us. Life isn't easy for anyone, be it a homeless man who lives on the street or the rich business tycoon in a bungalow. Both are suffering equally. So if all are suffering, then there has to be a reason why they choose to suffer. But I don't want to suffer anymore. I don't want to choose to suffer anymore. I'm okay to accept the pain. I'm okay to watch the pain, but I'm not okay to suffer along with it. Living as a frustrated person who gets affected and scared by every Tom, Dick and Harry, every Sarah, Louise, Lisa, neighborhood, people, relatives, mother, father, sister, brother, best friend, boss, etc., etc., etc. I cannot do this anymore. I am done. This was also a deep addiction. As I let it all go, I feel like myself now. And to be honest, I hadn't felt so relaxed and calm in a long time. In fact, it's hard to think when life was ever this simple and easy. I'm not saying that I don't have any more challenges, but I can be relaxed without being dependent on other people, friends, outings, alcohol, food, etc. When I left these emotional addictions, many of my physical addictions also went away. So I don't have to depend on anything to feel this way, and I pray to God to never ever put me back in the useless trap again. In this zone, I feel your love. But when I was in addictions, I was disappointed and frustrated and angry with you. On many occasions, I could not sleep because I wanted to achieve something on the same day. My ego had blindsided me and stopped me from seeing the truth. I hadn't fully opened my eyes. Things were not as clear to me as I had assumed or I thought they were. Just like many things in your case also. Like many other things in your case too, I probably misunderstood many of your words that you had said with love. As I am writing this letter to you, it's raining outside. It's beautiful, as if the nature is a part of our conversation. Back then, I wanted to reprimand you, punish you, and thought that whatever I was thinking was the right thing. I was not willing to see things from your perspective, and maybe I somehow feel that you were also easily let down by my behavior or you got negative in some way. I'm not blaming neither you nor myself. I just sometimes feel like exploring what could have gone wrong. At first, without you, things were okay. I was fine. But when some more time passed by, I felt like I was punched in the face. I was feeling so empty, and to fill the hole in my soul, I had to do something. And those were my addictions. More than anything else, it was the gap between us which used to trouble me. Why I could not control it? Why could not I fix it? That's because personally I had to fix myself at any cost. Trying to fix the world, trying to fix you, trying to fix others, nothing was working at all. And you weren't even around, so I could not blame you. But I did blame you in my head many times, and this time I noticed it. I caught hold of myself during those occasions when I was thinking about you angrily, so frustrated. That's when I had to make a switch. Neither I could overflow with physical attraction, nor I could get the anger take over me, because both are temporary, and I don't love your body. Rather, I love your thoughts, I love your soul, and I love you. With practical experience, I can feel love. And it's unbelievable how false my ideas of love were in the past. I can't think of the things that used to hurt me. I don't feel the triggers. All I feel is pure love. And I can't think of all the issues that used to haunt me at one time. I can't think of the problems between us. And that's why I also feel like surrendering to God fully. I don't want to take any control over my life. Whatever distances are there between us, I will not fret over them anymore. I know for sure that mental efforts are far better than physical efforts, but the best effort is to let go and let God. If our love is real and my faith is true, then God will intervene and clear any negativity. There was a time when even if I wanted to, I couldn't feel love for you. And I don't know what blocked us, but now I feel the love. And if from hatred, anger, frustration, I have moved on to forgiveness, understanding and acceptance, and I'm not saying that I only forgive you, but I also forgive myself, I am sure things will only progress from here. And they should. And if by any chance they don't, I won't fight that feeling. I will simply watch it, I will observe it. And I know it will go away if I keep on just observing and staying determined. My love, I hope you have also found this place in your life. I hope you can feel so relaxed, free and calm, because I really love you. And I wish for you the same peace and happiness, not the addictive and codependent lifestyle. I know we will meet in the same zone, in the same space. And if you haven't yet reached to this place, life without addictions, life without codependency, then I pray to God that you also experience the same joy. Writing to you reminds me of a beautiful quote by Rumi. It says, "Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I will meet you there when the soul lies down in that grass and the world is too full to talk about." See you there, my love.